freshman Kyle Rush. Number 17, freshman Isaiah Weston. Number 18, sophomore Nick Sacco. Number 31, senior Lucas Rincon. And number 33, freshman Eric Bridges. And now for the starting lineup. In left field, number 2, senior Dante D'Ambrosio. In center field, number 22, senior Andrew Luciano. Pitching, number 15, junior Aiden Cabral. At short, number 11, senior Terrence Moynihan.
I'm going to see you guys now that Tommy's not here.
Colby Magnarozzi.
Wow.
At second base, number 5, junior Zach Fisher.
You haven't seen an MIA official, have you?
D18, number 19, senior Lucas Fritz.
What's up?
The umpire's going to be official?
Yeah.
In right field, number 25, sophomore Tad Giardino.
The home plate umpire.
Well, the base guy.
At third base, number 24, sophomore John Nowicki. And at third base, number 7, junior Ryan Freyer. The Spartans are coached by Tim Fila, Brian Mulvey, Ryan Bellevue, and head coach Derek Dana. And now for the Hopkins Hillers. Number 4, junior Scotty Pagluca. Number 5, senior captain Josh Fisher. Number 7, junior John Waters. Number 10, sophomore Connor Hallenbeck.
He's a guy with a camera behind home.
Number 11, senior Parker Holmes. Number 14, sophomore Charlie Simulis. Number 17, senior Garrett Morrissey. Number 21, junior Mike Burney. Number 22, sophomore Joey Carrazzo. Number 24, sophomore Jack Interante. And number 25, sophomore Frankie Opedisano. And our starting lineup for the Hillers. At third base, number 26, senior captain Connor Kelly. At DH, number 18, senior captain Ronnie Shamus. Catching, number 13, junior Dylan Locke. At short, number 4, junior Nick Paharik. In left field, number 9, senior Matt Cooper. At second base, number 6, senior captain Cam Jarrett. At first, number 8, junior Andrew Gahn. In right field, number 12, senior Tyler Morse. In center field, number 27, senior Cam Mulvaney. And on the mound for the Hillers, number 16, junior Vinny Pepera. Our team manager is Rachel Duran. Our assistant coaches are Scotty Mackin, Stephen Simos, Kylie Murray, and John Zach. And our head coach, Steve Simos. Our great nation has persevered through the leadership and sacrifices of men and women who have served or are currently serving in our armed forces. We invite both veterans and current military personnel to stand. We thank you for your service, and we now ask everyone to rise for the playing of our national anthem. The flag is located behind our scoreboard out in left field.
John, can you make sure that these... Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The umpires are having their pregame meeting at home plate, but this is the last ball game of the season because this is the Division II championship game of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. The two combatants today are St. Mary's of Lynn, you may recall them, and the Hopkins and Hillers. We got press all over the place. Everywhere, you wouldn't believe it, long lenses. St. Mary's beat Hopkins 2-0, you may recall, in 2019. Josh Fisher got the start. Brendan Kelly relieved him. There was one hit recorded by the Hopkins and Hillers, and that was by Jack Breslin. 2-0 was the score. So you can't win a baseball game if you don't score any runs. So I'll give you the batting order for St. Mary's Spartans. Leading off, Dante D'Ambrosio, Andrew Luciano, Avon Cabral, the pitcher today. Terrence Moynihan hitting cleanup, Colby Magliosi, Zach Fisher, Lucas Fritz, Tad Jadina, John Nowicki, and Ryan Freyan. The Hopkinton defense are the usual suspects. Connor Kelly at third base, shortstop Nick Paharic, second base Cam Jarrett, Andrew Gahn is at first base, left to right Matt Cooper, Cam Mulvaney, and Tyler Morse. Behind the plate today is Dylan Locke, and he will be catching Vin Papura. Vin Papura, taking his warm-up tosses, is going to face Damasceno. Do you remember Tommy Ambersoni? This name I'm going to butcher all day. And it's going to be an attempt at a sarcasm-free day. Andrew Luciano and Avon Cabral. A lot of press on Cabral, getting lots of whiffs from school, D1 schools. Allegedly a kid that throws low 90s. Pura does not. He probably touches low 80. If he's around the plate, he's good. Allegedly, the Spartans do a lot of bunting, so we'll see how the Hopkins infield reacts to that, especially with runners on base. Decent crowd today up the first base side. Some stragglers out in the outfield. A lot of kids up on a hill by the football field. I don't know whether they're day campers or what, but the Spartans do draw from 30 cities and towns, and it's a $16,000 bill for attendance at that school unless you get some type of financial assistance or scholarship, academic or athletic. Ball low. Now you'll notice all year I've had the difficulty with balls and strikes because I can only tell low and high. That's all I can determine. If the catcher, in this case Dylan Locke, reaches over towards first base, that means the ball is outside. If he reaches down towards third base, that means it's inside to a right-handed hitter. But I can judge high-low. That's about it. If we had $1,000, if somebody's out there wants to be generous, we can build a perch like we had up in field 2. We'd put it right next to the third base side of the screen. There's a ball 4. And we could get a great camera angle. Sorry about our camera angle this year, but we're put where we're told. Ball up high, pick down. No. In there fairly easily. Throw is high. Dylan Locke told me he wants at least one back pick before the season is over. And there's the bunt. Fielded by Papura. And he gets Luciano. Avon Cabral steps in. When he's not pitching, he plays shortstop, I understand. Usually good athletes. I have seen some alumni. I saw Ben McKenzie of 2017, 18, 19 fame. He's going to Bowdoin. He's a polar bear. Fridays, their menu is blueberry cake, lobster, and corn on the cob. Must be tough up at Bowdoin. Ball 2. So far, it looks like the Spartans' approach is wait on Papura to throw a strike. 3 balls. First base is open. Papura's got to shake out whatever nerves he has. It's going to be tough in a state championship game. It's called strike, 3-1. Coach Simos would like to send a shout out to Coach Dick Bliss. Hope he is well. There's ball 4. Cole Glassburn could not make it. He's in Harwich on the beach. A lot of beach people that are missing ball games. Terrence Moynihan, the cleanup hitter, going to step in and face Papura. 1 out. There's a called strike. 1 out. Walk and a sacrifice. Moving the runner to second base. Foul back to the screen. So St. Mary's of Lynn did some research last night. They've got into some legal issues for poaching players. For example, basketball player from Peabody decides to transfer to St. Mary's. Inside move, throw to second. Nothing there. Then there was some other litigation because someone from Lynn English played his freshman year there and decided to transfer over to St. Mary's. So it may be like a LeBron James situation. There's a ball over to Andrew Gahn, and that was just a brain F. Andrew got the ball. He looked at first base. Ben Papura was not there to cover. And that will go as a base hit. I think it's just a question of nerves. Once he settles down, he'll be okay. Kobe Magliozzi going to step in, the number 5 hitter. So they've shown bunt and executed bunt twice. Hopkins and corners have moved in to the cut of the grass. Kelly and Gahn. Big swing and a miss by Magliozzi. This was going to be a live broadcast, but unfortunately, MIAA rules prohibited it. Corrupt organization. Ball inside. There's nobody else covering the game, so it's not like we're infringing on another network. Opinion. Lost track of the count, which is not uncommon if you've watched games this year. We don't have a scoreboard that works. Ball low. St. Mary's bench riding Papura a little bit. Ball 4, and that scores a run. That's the third walk of the inning for Papura. Runners are on first, second, and third. Got some warm-up activity. Mike Burney. Zach Fisher is up, no relation to Josh Fisher, although Josh Fisher has a brother, Zach. Called strike on the outside corner. Swing and a miss. Home plate umpire isn't very vocal. More and more Hopkinton students are trickling in because they can. John Ritz on camera today. The always reliable one. There's a pop-up out of play. Could be a windshield job. Nope. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Went for the downs on that one. That's got to give Papura some confidence. At least he swung. Lucas Fritz stepping in. Called strike. Another swing and a miss. I'm trying to get my electronic device to do something here. Tipped foul. Papara drops down to the side. There's strike 3. And the damage is only 1 run. At the end of a half inning in the Division II state championship, it is St. Mary's Spartans 1, the Hopkins Hillers coming up. You are watching state championship baseball on HCAM TV. It'll be Connor Kelly, Ronnie Shamus, and Dylan Locke to face Cabral. The infield and outfield alignment for St. Mary's of Lynn is John Nowicki at third, Terrence Moynihan at short, Zach Fisher at second, Ryan Frere at first, Dante D'Ambrosino at left, Andrew Luciano in center, and Tad Girardini in right. Colby Magliosa behind the plate catching Avon Cabral, and he throws every bit of low 90. Ball low. Well, he can throw 100 miles an hour if he doesn't get it over the plate. It's the same as throwing 50 miles an hour. Ball low. He's a junior out of where, I don't know. Oh, he's a hometown boy. I was just informed. Foul back. I believe they had a freshman pitch the other night against some team, Musquamaket or something like that. Masco for short. Ball low. 3-1. And this freshman, Eric Bridges, I think struck out 14 guys. I'm not quite sure exactly the number. Ball 4. So Hopkins has their first runner. Maybe Cabral has a little bit of nerve issue, although he looks confident. Called strike on the outside corner. Little bit of a lead over there at first base. Good secondary. Ball low. Kelly was taken off when he knew Cabral was going to the plate. Looking at that leg lift. That's his key. If he lifts that front leg, he's got to go to the plate. He can't go and try for a pickoff. Otherwise, it would be a balk. See if he takes off again. Ball low. We got Boston Globe, Boston Herald, New York Times, Washington Post, LA Times. Pick over, not in time. We even have the Times of London came down for this game. All over the world they're tuning in. It's Kelly got a good jump. He's one of the faster hillers. There's some hillers that run with a piano on their back. No names will be mentioned. It's a fly ball in left field. That's way back, and that's off the wall, a ground rule double. And Connor Kelly will stop at third base. Ball went over Dante D'Ambrosio's glove and hopped the fence. The fence that's usually not there. That would have been a run scored if they didn't add that fence yesterday. Dylan Locke stepping in against Cabral. First baseman and third baseman are in on the cut of the turf. No grass. Dylan's got good power. He's going to be sitting on a fastball. There he gets one and swings through it. Had a triple a couple of games ago. He really had to leg it out and had an inside the park home run about 3 games ago. 2 strikes. Come on, bub. Go swing the bat. One to nothing. St. Mary's. Foul back to the screen. College World Series last night, Vanderbilt got bumped by Mississippi State, if you care about college baseball. Tampa Bay Lightning jumped on the Montreal Canadiens and lead the series 2-0. That I like. It's a ground ball in the hole between third and short. Here comes Seamus. The throw is not made. Throws in a second base. And that's 2 runs for Hopkinton and 2 RBIs for Dylan Locke. I'm sure that doesn't happen to Cabral a lot. Nick Paharik stepping in, and Dylan Locke has got better than average speed. Big swing and a miss. Phoenix Suns took care of the LA Clippers. I like that. Phoenix hasn't been in a final since 1993. Ball in the dirt, throw down, not in time. Locke just got in there with his right hand to the back of the base. Magliosi shows a way better than average arm. 0-2 the count. And there's a line drive in the left field. Dylan Locke going to head towards third. He's going to be in. The ball comes in, cut by the shortstop. And Cabral is getting hit. Nick Paharik adds a line drive. First and third. Nobody out. I like that. I like that a lot. St. Mary's manager talking to Cabral. Matt Cooper going to step in. Cabral is yet to retire a batter, and he finds himself trailing 2-1 in the Division II state championship being played on the turf field, lower level at Hopkins High School. Normally, the St. Mary's Spartans play at Fraser Field, I think, which is a really nice field in Lynn. Paharic a threat to steal. Delayed steal, and he's in there. Hesitated a second, then took off. Coach Simos likes to use that delayed steal a lot. Catcher double clutched it, and Paharic slid in safely. 2 runs in scoring position for Matt Cooper. There's a ball hit towards us, but foul. Cabral is up to 19 pitches already, and he hasn't recorded an out. Ball must have been ticked back to the screen. I would thought Locke would have been taken off. But Cabral's getting lots of whiffs from these D1 schools, rightly so. Ball low. Comes right over the top. Papura drops down to the side and pitches out of the stretch, so he doesn't give the batter a lot of time to see the ball. A little bit more deceptive. There's a swing and a miss, and he's running down. That play was 2-3. Dylan Locke got caught in between because he could have taken off. And it looks like the first baseman, Frere, looks like he got a little nicked up. I don't know whether he got cleated or not. Cam Jarrett going to step in, 1 down. It would have taken a really, really good play because the throw was high. Had Locke taken off as soon as Magliozzi threw down to first base because Cooper swung and missed, but it wasn't caught cleanly by Magliozzi. First pitch swinging by Jarrett, the hero the other night against Milton. The senior heading to Clarkson. There's a bunt, pulled back. Maybe Jarrett's going to be an engineer or something going to Clarkson. He's going to play baseball, though. Bunt pulled back again. Magliozzi pops up as if to throw down. Potsdam, New York. I hope he likes Potsdam, New York. Sounds dreadful. Swing and a miss. How'd you like to spend 4 years out of your life in Potsdam, New York? I think I'd kill myself. He's going to be a golden knight. Not a silver knight, but a golden knight. It's a fly ball down the right field line. It's going to be out of play. At least Josh Fisher is going to be a stag. That sounds a lot better as a baseball player than a golden knight. Fairfield University Stags. There's a ball in between Hop, and he makes the grab. Terrence Moynihan. Jarrett just stuck his bat out, sort of by one hand, and Magliosi charged in and picked it off the turf before it hit it. Locke was hanging around third base, so he didn't get doubled off. 2 men on for Andrew Gahn. He takes a strike. He's been busy the last few games. Brother Brian, a former captain. 2017 vintage is strike 2. He's got a lot of power, Andrew Gahn does, and the St. Mary's Spartans are respecting it. They are playing him deep. There's a swing and a miss. Gets away from the catcher, Magliosi, throws down to first base, and that retires the side. So at the end of one full inning in this state championship game, Hopkinton finds itself ahead 2-1. You are watching HCAM TV. Top of the second inning, Cabral threw 29 pitches. Papera had a difficult time in the first inning with some walks. He threw 30 pitches. So both pitchers got to settle down, cut down in their pitch count, or they won't be out there very long. Tad Giardini stepping in, ball low. Lineup filled with guys with vowels in their names. Ball low. Inside as well. Three balls. Coach Simos will not be afraid to go to Mike Burney. The walk, 4 pitches. Very muggy out there today. John Nowicki, the third baseman, stepping in. Mike Burney heading down to the bullpen. No attempts to steal yet. They get a time up. Papera's move to the plate. Called strike. Two juniors going at it today. Pick over. Not close. Back pick unsuccessful, as per the usual. It'd be a good time to turn this off and go get yourself a beverage. It's very, very humid. Bunt shown, pulled back by Nowicki. I got some enemies walking around here. I don't know what I should do. Maybe you should text me. Back over, nothing happening. Then Papera up to 38 pitches. There's a fly ball in the right field. That is foul. Just foul. Good idea if that was intentional. Called third strike. A called third strike on John Nowicki. No swing, no hit. St. Mary's manager can't be happy with that at bat. He got frozen. Called strike. Papura again coming down from the side with a high leg lift, hides the ball pretty well. Pop up over to make an attempt, and it's out of play. Gone Locke and Papura was over there. I don't know whether Papura went over there for moral support or what, but he's not a glove man. Dante D'Ambrosio, and there's a fly ball in the center field. Cam Mulvaney coming in. He's going to catch that ball easily. And Giardini trots back to first. Andrew Luciano. Sacrifice bunted it his first time up. Called strike. That's where he wants to sit, on the outside corner. He can come right after the lefty. Sort of intimidating. Did not get the bat off his shoulder. Got to watch the runner here, see if he takes off. Nope. Little bunt in front of home plate, called foul. St. Mary's has not shown a run game yet. They did show their bunts earlier. I don't know how Coach Simos got that 4-1-1. There's the runner. Papura wanted that outside, and it's a stolen base for Giardini. There's a swing and a miss. Strike three. So at the end of, well, we're heading to the bottom of the second inning. Score is 2-1 Hopkinton over St. Mary's of Lynn in this Division II state championship game at the Hopkinton Turf Field, and you are watching that on HCAM TV. Cam Mulvaney in the lineup will get flipped to Connor Kelly. Cabral had 29 pitches in his first inning. Papura had an easier second inning. Let's see if Cabral does the same. Swinging away. Back is the catcher Magliozzi, and that's out of play. I blew that ball out of play with all that hot air. Larry Sacklet on the call. John Ritz on camera. The birthday boy, Tom Nappy, is away on vacation. A little disappointed with the crowd. Thought it would be bigger, but it was a 12 noon game in midweek, and more strikes out. Magliozzi will have it around. Cam Mulvaney. He got fooled on that one. It's way out in front. It's a ground ball to first base. Foul. Ball low. These Hopkins and hitters are getting a good look at Cabral. It's a change-up. Swing and a miss. That's the way to do it. Cabral has 2 quick outs in the bottom of the second inning. Connor Kelly stepping in against Cabral. Lays off that pitch. Cabral up to 40 pitches. He had some stress in the first inning. That does take a little bit of a toll when you throw in stress pitches. Ball outside. Vin Papur is up to 48. Cabral up to 41. Ball low. Kelly going to University of Massachusetts Lowell. Not to pitch, as you saw him do the other day. Ball. Oh. Kelly was walking down to first base and got the bad news from the home plate umpire. Get back here, young man. Kelly tried to steal the walk. Count is full. There's a fly ball down the left field line, foul. I'd imagine Cabral thought he'd be throwing 44 pitches in through 2 innings. Foul back to the screen. Hopkins and hitters had a long practice yesterday. I don't know whether they brought in some D1 pitchers to throw gas. Wouldn't surprise me. There's a walk for Kelly. It's got to be Cabral's 3rd or 4th walk so far, and Ronnie Seamus steps in. I think Coach Simos is going to send Kelly. Ball inside. Brushed him back off the plate. Hopkins and hitters like to get very close to the plate to frustrate the pitchers. There's a pick over. No. They stand close to the plate. They probably grab 2 inches of home plate from the pitcher's standpoint. Ball up and in. I'm sure St. Mary's has a stable of pitchers ready to go. There's a pick over. Not even close. Ronnie Seamus, good contact hitter, so I wouldn't be surprised if they sent Kelly. Big swing and a miss. Now that's a better crowd as I peer around. Bleachers behind home plate are full up, and they added some bleachers to the left of the bleachers behind home plate and to the right of the bleachers behind home plate in anticipation of a big crowd. We got a big crowd up on the hill. Wonder how many people are having a picnic up there. They could share some food with me. Very, very hungry. Throw down to second base, and he is safe. Throw by Magliozzi was a little bit high, but it left his hand, and you saw it was going to be high. It's kind of a long throw. There's a strike. I'm sure Magliozzi was not happy with that throw down to second. 3 umpire crew today. The MIAA spending some money. Ronnie went down to get that one and fouled it back to the screen. Lots of people goofing off from work today. I see some executives in their, we'll just call them schlumpy outfits. Oh, hit batter. Right on the arm. Seamus has been getting hit a lot. He got hit in the coconut in the Dighton Rehoboth game and got an RBI. Except there were 4 hitters that got hit in that inning. You'll see that when we unlock all the YouTube videos. They've been locked down so nobody can scout Hopkinton. The swing and a miss by Dylan Locke. But every team Hopkinton has played has yanked down their videos. So Hopkinton can't scout anybody. The only thing they can see is what's on Twitter. Another strike poured over the plate. Dylan finds himself behind 2 strikes. Kelly on second. Seamus on first. 2 down. Swing and a miss, strike 3. At the end of 2 innings in this Massachusetts Division II State Championship, it's Hopkinton 2. St. Mary's Spartans of Lynn 1. You are watching Tournament Baseball on HCAM TV. The third inning. Three, 4, and 5 hitters up for Lynn. They're in a game. Is the pitcher Cabral with Moynihan waiting on deck. There's a line drive just out of the reach of Paharic. That was sizzled. That kid knows how to hit. That was a beautiful swing. And jumped on the first pitch. Maybe that's the plan for St. Mary's. Don't hang around. See it, hit it. Finn throws his dummy move over there. It's a ground ball to third. Kelly picks it up and boots it. Did not look it into his glove, and therefore you got to give him an E5 if you're scoring at home. They would have at least got one out, the lead runner Cabral. Colby Magliozzi makes a bunt. Fouls it off. Last game for the seniors for both teams. Check swing. Umpire said strike. 2 strikes on Colby Magliozzi. There's a fly ball in the center field. Mulvaney getting back. Tagged by Cabral. He read that right. He knew that was going to be far enough. If it went over Mulvaney's head, he would have scored easily. So now St. Mary's has a runner on third base. There's a fly ball in the center field. That drops down in front of Mulvaney. And now the score is equalized, 2-2. Starting to get some good swings in on Papera. Ball way outside. Papera up to 54 pitches. He's got 2 outs, though. Limit the damage here. Get back in the dugout and start swinging some bats. Foul back to the screen. I hope next year we're back up on natural grass. All right, that's the last time I'll mention that this year. Ball. Papera's walked for. Swing and a miss, throw down to second base. And he is in there. Cam Jarrett was just a little bit late getting to the bag. Good throw by Dylan Locke. Cabral and Papera even pop up behind home plate. The pitch count is even at 57. Quiet as church mice in the Hopkins and dugout. Ball low at the feet. Full count. Looks like they pinch hit, put Donahue in. There's a ground ball to Jarrett. Throws over to Gone, and that retires the side. The end of 2.5. It's St. Mary's 2, Hopkins 2. You're watching State Tournament Championship game on HCAM TV. Tim Paharic, Cooper, and Jarrett. Cabral had an easy inning in the second. Ball low. Cabral played shortstop in the championship game of 2 years ago when Bobby Alcock pitched. Ball. Takes some getting used to throwing off that turf mound. I know Josh Fisher has his issues with it, with his landing spot. A little frustration on Cabral. Maybe he's having the same issues. It's not like it's slick, it's where you land. Paharic swinging away, or is he going to take a strike? Bet he takes a strike. And there's the strike. Pitch limit is 115. Foul back, 3-2. Neither pitcher close to the 115. Fly ball in the right field, and that's going to be caught. I lost track of that ball. It's a high sun. Giordani made the grab out and right. Matt Cooper grounds the ball up the middle into center field. Nice piece of hitting by Matt Cooper. Hopkins giving St. Mary's a little run for their money. May see a pinch runner, and we are. Pinch running for Hopkinton is Garrett Morrissey. He's got the wheels. Can't be too aggressive up there and get himself picked off or lean off the bag and tip himself off. Anytime you put a pinch runner in, you got to suspect that there could be some running. Split the plate. Cabral did. Right down the middle. There's a pick over and almost got away from the first baseman. Snow coned it a bit. Red Sox got their 50th win last night, and they lead the entire American League in wins. Who would have thunk it after last year? Strike. So they'll either go for a shortstop, one of those Three Musketeer shortstops, or Kumar Rocker, or Jack Leiter, Al Leiter's kid. Chopped foul up the third base side. Ball low, good eye. 2 stolen bases for each team. Paharic and Kelly for Hopkinton. Got Morrissey over there at first base. Got to watch him. Ball low. Back pick over. That was closer than it looked. He's just got his hand in there. Looks like both catchers are in love with their arms. There's a ground ball in the hole. Throws to second to get the run, and not in time. So they get the lead runner. Shortstop was setting up for a double play, but ball was too slowly hit. Andrew Gahn stepping in. Check swing strike. Strike two. Andrew can't seem to figure out Cabral. Two-step lead over there for Jarrett. Foul back to the screen. 2 down in the bottom of the third inning. It's a 2-2 ball game for the state championship. Division II, Massachusetts. It's a tapper out front of the plate. Cabral gets it and throws to first and gets him. That's what both base umpires said. He was out. Good idea, though, Andrew. At the end of 3 innings, the score is Hopkinen 2, St. Mary's Spartans 2. You're watching Hopkinen and Hiller baseball on HCAM TV. Championship game. Tad Giardina, John Nowicki, and Dante Diamarcio. So it's 8-9-1. Papura and Cabral are in a little bit of a battle here. Cabral is up to 74 pitches. Papura is up to 61. Foul back to the screen. Manager of St. Mary's had a little conversation with his team, little rah-rah session before they went into the dugout. It's probably like, come on, you guys, you can beat this team. Strike 2, quickly. Kelly was in, now he's backed up 2 steps. And there's a fly ball in the right field. In comes Morse, and he's going to throw to second base. They have him. No. Paharic drops the ball. Good attempt by Tyler Morse out there in right field. Went right off his glove. Too bad. So Giardini, or Giardina, credited with a single. Got the second on the throw. Swing and a miss by Nowicki. He struck out his last time up. That would have been a tremendous catch by Tyler Morse. His bunt attempt, foul. They do play a lot of small ball. Swing and a miss. Second K by Papura over Nowicki as his number. The leadoff man. Dante Diamaricio. Nice to see Andrew Gaughan's dad down here. There's a foul tip into the mid of lock. Looks like Papura is getting stronger as his outing goes on. It's only at 67 pitches. There's a ground ball, weakly hit. It's going foul. Whatever you do, Vin, don't throw this kid a strike. Make him go fishing. Just missed on the outside corner. Outside. I don't know how many people today are going to take off and head towards the Cape, but I wouldn't want to be sitting in Cape traffic today or tomorrow. Or even worse, on the 5th on Monday. Gets away from Locke and the advance to third base. Got to give him a wild pitch on that. Sorry, dude. Tad Giardina finds himself at third base. One out. Diamaricio has a chance to knock on a run. No, he takes a walk instead. Runners on the corner. One out. Coach Simos still sitting on his bucket. Doesn't seem to be making any type of move towards the mound. Andrew Luciano. No relationship to the great umpire, Ron Luciano, who was quite the actor on the bases and behind the plate. You can YouTube him if you want. Ron Luciano. Outside corner. Luciano takes a strike. St. Mary's manager flashing signs over to Diamaricio. Diamaricio takes off for second and is in standing up. No throw down to second. Sorry about that Boston Herald photographer walking right into your view. Swing and a miss. Luciano finds himself behind. Swing and a miss. Strike three, takes his bat, and goes into the dugout. Here comes Cabral. He can help himself out. He lined a shot into left field. Probably the hardest hit ball of the day. And the intentional walk. It's the first time this year Coach Simos has asked for the free pass. It's the last game, so why not? Open base. Moynihan up with the bases juiced. Foul back. Moynihan singled in the first inning. Ball gets away, covers the plate. And 2 runs will score. That was some fundamentally poor baseball right there with the backups. Papura was where he wanted to be, covering the plate, but the throw got past him and there wasn't a backup behind Papura. So 2-run score. It's now called strike 4-2 St. Mary's. These are the little things that can keep you up at night. There's a fly ball in the center field, and that's going to drop in, and it's now 5-2 St. Mary's. Coach Simo's going to go out and have a discussion with Ben Papura. He's got Connor Kelly on third base. He's going to take the ball. And Mike Burney, little bulldog, is going to go out there, throw the baseball. So when we come back, we'll have a pitching change. Top of fourth, 2 down. The score is 5-2 St. Mary's. You're watching Hopkinton playoff baseball on HCAM. Continuing on in the top of the fourth inning, Mike Burney in for Hopkinton. He's going to face the catcher, Colby Magliosi. Runner on first base. Calls strike. He pitched an inning and a third or an inning and 2/3 against Dighton Rehoboth. It was an easy breezy outing for him. The curveball in the outside corner. Magliosi just watched that one. Coach Simos likes him because he's fearless. He'll need him next year. Nice pick by Dylan Locke. Coach Simos had Connor Kelly. I think he's going to go with Burney, and then if he gets in trouble, Connor Kelly will come in. Throw down to second, and he is out. Nice throw by Dylan Locke. Score that 2-4. To the bottom of the fourth we go. The score is 5-2 St. Mary's over Hopkinton. You're watching playoff baseball on HCAM TV. Burney and Connor Kelly will be the first 3 out of the chute to face Cabral. Bit of an ugly inning last half of the top 4. Ball high, up around the letters. Called strike. .79 degrees according to the HCAM Weather Center. Ball low. Morse looked that one all the way into the glove. There is some precipitation around, but it looks like it's north of us and heading west. But I'm not a meteorologist. Ball low, and that's a walk. Morse got good speed. Coach Simos may have to win this game a little ugly. One base at a time. Pick over. Does not have a great move. I figured a kid with that much talent would have a great pickoff move. Excuse me. Called strike. Is a ground ball. The first baseman who tags the bag and throws to second, tags a runner. Score that 1-6 double play. 3-6 double play, pardon me. That got the St. Mary's bench excited. Strike in the outside corner. Left fielder playing very, very deep for St. Mary's. Right fielder, not so much. Called strike. Kelly finds himself down 0-2. Check the swing. They gonna ask for any help? No. Now this is a legit crowd. Caught looking. You know how I feel about that. So at the end of 4 innings, it's 5-2. St. Mary's in the state championship game for Division II. You're watching Hopkins and Hiller's playoff baseball on HCAM TV. Five. Kobe Magliozzi, the catcher. Fisher and Fritz. Cameraman from some media outlet jumped right in front of me. There's a fly ball in the center field, right to Cam Mulvaney. He squeezes it. 2 pitches, 1 out. Zach Fisher struck out earlier against Papera. St. Mary's is not a team of mashers. They're bleeding Hopkinton to death. One down, top 5. 5-2 St. Mary's. Ground ball beaten to third base. Kelly throwing off 1 foot over to Gone. He gets him. They practice that throw so many times. And because they practice it, it looks so natural in a game. Coach Simos barking out. Make sure his outfield backs up. Cut off anything to the gap. Lucas Fritz up. Actually, it's Jason Donahue. They got rid of Fritz. Pinch hit for him. Called strike. Bernie's settling things down. Working quickly. Right over the top. Swing and strike. Foul tipped. Just got a little piece of that ball. Almost hit Dylan Locke's glove. Is a pop-up. Kelly giving chase, and that is out of play. Nick Paharic was in on the chase. The third base umpire was in on the chase. Count's going to fill up, 3-2. I apologize. This is Fritz. I'm getting electronic information into my phone. There's a little ground ball up the first base line. Barney gets it and throws it away. Almost hit Fritz in the back. And Fritz will take advantage of the overthrow and end up on second base. Got to score that an error on the pitcher, E1. Uncharacteristic faux pas, A.D. Giardina stepping in against Mike Burney. Gets the strike. And Giardina gets the bad news from the home plate umpire. Giardini hitting 8 in the order for St. Mary's. Foul back to the screen. Good crowd up on the hill. The only thing to do in Hopkinton today is watch a baseball game. So it'll be the last time that Hopkinton will ever host a state championship of anything. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Take a seat. At the end of 4.5 innings, it's 5-2. St. Mary's of Lynn. You're watching HCAM TV. Ronnie Seamus due up. We'll be bringing you Ashland Legion baseball from now on through the end of that season. Ball high. Cabral's got about 30 pitches left in that cannon, unless he's in the middle of a hitter. Ball low. Two, 3, and 4 for Hopkinton. They can make some hay now. Strike called. Last time Seamus got hit on the forearm. A big bender right over the outside corner. That's the yak. Hasn't thrown many of those today. Mostly fastballs. Little pop up back to the shortstop. Shortstop gets it. Nice play. Nice play by the shortstop. Had the left fielder converging in on him. Moynihan. Dylan Locke. Stepping in. They start chipping away. There's a pop-up in the infield. Second baseman is out to get it. Right fielder calls him off, and now there's 2 out. Hopkins needed an inning to string together something. But Zach Fisher went out there and squeezed that ball, backpedaling a little bit. There's a base hit in the left field for Paharik. It was dead center field. Got blocked out. Paharik is threat to steal. Matt Cooper stepping in, the left fielder. He's been able to handle the bat and handle Cabral today. Down low. I'm definitely going for a hot dog at that little red shack behind CVS. I'm starving. It's going to be spicy beef, which makes me do a little dance with some diced onion and dark mustard. Ball in the turf, picked by the catcher, Magliozzi. Cabral may be tiring. He's getting close to the century mark. At 93. No warm-up activity for St. Mary's. They may have a position player as their next pitcher. Called strike. Good take by Cooper. Two down, bottom 5. State championship game, St. Mary's and Hopkinton. Call strike. Count is full. Paharik's going to take off as soon as Cabral makes his first move. Ball 4. Cam Jarrett stepping in. Curveball buckled his knees a little bit. He was looking for a heater, and he got the Uncle Charlie. He may go back-to-back with his curveballs. Umpire looked for a little help from his first base protege. Did he check his swing, or did he swing? First base umpire says no swing. Slow breaking pitch. Cam Jarrett leaned on his back foot, tried to let it fly, but he got nothing but air. I think Cabral knows this may be it. He may just let it loose. Cabral comes to the set. Little peek at the runner. Strike 3, caught looking. Not even going to say it. So at the end of 5 innings, it is St. Mary's of Lynn 5, Hopkinton 2. In the state championship game, you are watching HCAM TV. St. Mary's Spartans of Lynn. For those of you that care, and I don't, Giannis is out for Game 5 against the Atlanta Hawks. Been a lot of fun so far, or been a lot of fun this year, covering as many games as we could. We would have split it between softball and baseball, but we split the crews up. I took baseball, Tom Nappy took softball. So you got to see every home game for both softball and varsity baseball. There's a foul ball. See, I judged that spin very good because that came within maybe 3 feet of me. Hit off the chain link fence. I would have ducked, though. Foul back. You're trusting me to protect you? Foul tip at the plate. Ball low. Jack Marks is in the game. The other first baseman got a little nicked up with a collision with a runner. Of course, I wasn't notified of the change, so we'll do better next year. There's a fly ball in the center field. Easy play for Cam Mulvaney. It's almost automatic out there. Reminds me of a certain former captain named Mackenzie who'd gobble up anything that was hit near him out center field. Bernie's letting St. Mary's hit the ball to a fielder. They're making the plays. Walks hurt the Hillers today. Called strike. Leadoff hitter Dante D'Ambrosia. Butchered his name again. Unsuccessful break and pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Top 6. Counts full. Bernie's not overpowering, but he does stay around the plate. Foul back. The Bernie grandparents must be getting a charge out of watching their grandson on the mound in a state championship game. Ball inside. I believe that's his first walk. Foul ball nubbed up the first base side towards the St. Mary's dugout. My boyhood idol was an alum of St. Mary's. Well, he was an idol of lots of people back in 1963. Tony Canigliaro died way too young. Ball up high. Hit 24 home runs in his rookie season. He lost out the Rookie of the Year trophy to some slug named Kurt Bleffrey of the Orioles. I was not happy. Runner goes. There's a fly ball in the center field. Running in to grab it is Cam Mulaney. D'Amorcio scampers back to first base. 2 out. Here comes the pitcher, Avon Cabral. Tony C., I think, only played like 60 games at the minor league level when he got drafted, and then his first appearance at Fenway Park, first at bat, he clouded one. At that time they had the screens, and today it would have been right in the monster seats. Youngest player to get to 100 home runs. That was subsequently broken, but that record stayed for a long time. A little bit inside. Does Bernie even have a pulse? He's so relaxed out there. Runner goes. Jarrett takes the throw. Was a bit high, puts the tag on. Runner's in safely with a stolen base. Would this team be great if you could pick a kid from Franklin and then from Upton and then grab a kid from Medfield and assemble a team like that? But these are all Hopkinton natives. Swing and a miss. Counts full. Cabral can pad his lead with a base hit. Oh, swing and a miss. And my electronic device had it 3-2, but apparently not. Runner was creeping down towards third base. Ball in the dirt. Coach Simo's going to head out to the mound. He's got Parker Hahn come in to play first. Andrew gone. Got to come over and play third. And Connor Kelly, Mr. Curveball himself, is going to take the ball. Hahn, very good defensive player. Gon's played a lot of third this year. And Kelly has closed out games. No sense in saving him. There is no tomorrow. Had a great game the other day. What the distance? I believe it was a 7-2 game. Kelly going through his warm-up tosses. He'll inherit 2 runners. He'll have Cabral and D'Amorcio. Got a big lens right in front of me, a huge lens. So, and I have a coach in front of me, so I can't see jack. Foul. I think D'Amorcio could steal third base pretty easy as deep as Andrew Gahn is playing third base. He's already getting 3 or 4 shuffle steps down the line. Nice block by Locke. Few raindrops coming down. I'm not afraid. Ball outside. Moynihan has 2 guys on base. Ground ball to third. And he is safe. Little bobble by Andrew Gahn. Would have had him if he picked it clean. Colby Magliozzi, the catcher, has got the bases juiced now with 2 out. He can really open things up with a base hit. Chopped foul behind home plate. See a few umbrellas poking up. There's a called strike. Now we got 2 lens men. Guess there'll be some good pictures on the newspapers online. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 for Kelly. So we will go to the bottom of the 6th inning. The score is 5-2. St. Mary's of Lynn over Hopkinton. You're watching State Championship Baseball on HCAM TV. Six outs, trailing by 3 runs. Scotty Pagliuca being sent to the plate. Definitely a contact guy. Foul off some pitches. They got to chase Cabral. He's only got 13 pitches left. Attaway takes the ball low. Every time he gets in the game, he does something. This throw over to first base. And they get him. Tyler Moore stepping in. Breaking pitch in for a strike. Conceivably, Cabral could finish this game. Ball inside. Still got the velocity. Strike two. Got to swing the bat, Ty. Good things happen when you make contact. Ball dropped by the catcher. Strike three. Cam Mulvaney going to step in. He's been trouble this year. Low. Got very quiet here at Hopkinton Turf Field. They realize they're down to the last four hitters, last four outs. Swing and a miss. Fooled them. Pulled the string on him. Cabral's at 110. Swing and a miss. Catcher's going to throw down to first base and does so. And the six goes 5-2. St. Mary's over Hopkinton. You're watching Hopkins and Hiller baseball on HCAM TV. Connor Kelly on the hill. He's going to face Zach Fisher. Lucas Fritz and Tad Giardini. Strike one. Connor's most effective when he uses that curveball. Has people bailing and knees buckling. Ball high, 2-1. There's a ground ball to the third base. Foul ball. Home plate umpire makes the call. Deuces is the count. 3-2. Can't afford to give away free passes. Make them hit the ball, put it in play. Pop up in the right field. In comes Morse. He's going to squeeze it for the first out of the inning. Called strike. Kelly comes right over the top. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Break a pitch for a ball. I did expect a team of mashers when I found out they were going to face St. Mary's. There's a check swing. Still in lock, going to check with the third base umpire. Third base umpire says no. No check. 3 of the 5 runs St. Mary's scored were on mistakes. Quite a different game than 2 years ago, which is a pure pitcher's duel. It's a ground ball right back to Kelly. Throws it to Hahn. 2 down. Fox 25 News is down here. Not with a satellite truck, but with a camera on a tripod. Ball high. Tad Giardina, the right fielder. Beaten foul in the catcher's box. Hasn't been much grumbling about the home plate umpire's strike zone today. Some guys, you get behind the plate and you get some oohs and ahs and hems and haws. Swing and a miss upstairs. Letter high fastball. But the MIA probably sends their very best crew of umpires down to their most meaningful game of the year. Bounce that one in. I don't know what it means on your phone when it says low battery. Guess that means it's going to explode. Then I'm not going to get any information. Just foul. Locke is upset with himself. He didn't hold on to that pitch. Strikeout. Now this is it. Hopkinton's final at bat of the year. Should they tie it or win it? Sounds good to me. Tie it or win it. For the very first game, this might be the best team I've ever coached. And I just sort of said, what? He goes, yep, this might be the best team I've ever coached. And he only had coached 5 of these kids prior to seeing them this year. Never questioned Steve Simos. Probably one of the most cerebral managers in all of Massachusetts high school ball. That's why he gives speeches on the banquet circuit sometimes. Full of knowledge. Top of the order up against Cabral, who's got 4 pitches to use. But if he's in the middle of a hitter, Hopkins and fans getting a little excited here. They need to string together some hits against Cabral. There's a called strike outside corner. Little nubber up the first base line. .113. Ball outside. Now there are the grunts and groans, the hems and haws. Last pitch for him. He can get through Kelly. If he retires Kelly, he's got to come out. There's a fly ball in the left field. Left fielder comes in on it, makes the grab, and out of the dugout comes the St. Mary's manager. Going to take his ace out of the game. He went the full 115. Kid's a good pitcher. No Bobby Alcock, but he's a good pitcher. Bobby Alcock was a senior. Looks like they're going to give the ball to Nowicki. Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. Cabral normally plays shortstop when not pitching, and he's coming out of the dugout to do just that. Oh. At this point, 3 runs with 2 outs left is going to be a tall order. Stepping in. Hopkinton has got 5 hits to their name. Captain Ronnie Seamus stepping in. He'll be having surgery probably in a couple of weeks for his elbow. He's been playing all year with a torn ulnar collateral ligament, which means Tommy John surgery and a year of rehab. It's like Chris Sale. Ball low in the dirt. Hopkins had 5 hits. They've drawn 4 walks. And they've struck out 9 times today. Another ball low. Bridges is not available. He pitched the other night, went the distance. 3 straight balls. Peanut Gallery out in left field is getting a little loud. There's a called strike. That was a get me over fastball. Counts full to Ronnie Seamus. 1 down, 5-2 St. Mary's over Hopkinton in the Division II state championship game. And Seamus will take a walk. And he's got to be pinch run for. His hamstring is awful. No, Coach Simos is going to leave him in, maybe until he gets to second base. Dylan Locke stepping in. Coach Simos is probably saying no chances. Called strike, no chances with Ronnie Seamus. It's painful to watch him run. Just missed. Fans didn't like it from St. Mary's. They thought they had a strike there. 1-1. Dylan Locke can lose this ball easy now that he's got a fence up there. Here's a fly ball high in the center field. Halfway is Ronnie Seamus, and he retreats back to first base. 2 outs, Hopkinton down to their final out. They've had a great season, in my opinion. There's probably 2,000 or 1,500 kids that would like to be in Hopkinton's position right now, playing on July 1st for a state championship, win or lose. Swing and a miss. Howard swung right through that. St. Mary's outfield playing very deep. The off-speed pitch, Paharic out in front of it. Trophy presentation after the final out. Pop fly out of play. The catcher gives chase. Should Hopkinton not survive, we will see you next year. You can be sure of that. Foul ball out by the first baseman. He squeezes it, and you see what goes on the mound. Big pig pile. Hopkinton loses 5-2 in a state championship game for the second time in 3 years. They've got nothing to hang their heads about. They played great baseball this year, and they'll be ready next year for opening day. This is Larry Sackland for John Ritz on camera. We'll see you later, everybody.